Secretary for our open microphone speakers. Madam Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and good morning. The Dallas City Council will now hear its first 5 registered speakers. I'll recite the speaker guidelines. Speakers must observe the same rules of propriety, decorum, and good conduct applicable to members of the City Council. Any speaker making personal, impertinent, profane, or slanderous remarks, or who becomes boisterous while addressing the City Council will be removed from the room. For those individuals who are in person, for those virtual speakers, you will be removed from the session. Individuals be given 2 minutes to speak. You'll notice the time on the monitor at the podium. When your time is up, please stop. For those in-person speakers. For those virtual speakers, I will announce when your time has expired. Also, speakers, please be mindful that during your public comments, you are not allowed to refer to a City Council member by name, and address your comments to Mayor Johnson only. Your first speaker, Regina Imbergia.
I know better. There you go. Okay, I'm Regina Imbergia from the 14th District. The long-awaited fluoride TSCA trial ended February 20th. Now Judge Chen will rule on whether fluoridation is an unreasonable risk to human health. The judge heard testimony from some of the most prominent scientists in the world. Not once did the EPA scientists under oath claim that fluoridation is safe, but they acknowledged dozens of high-quality studies linking fluoride with lower IQ at several levels that equal our Dallas fluoridated water. So if anyone tells you that fluoridation is proven safe for everyone, they're making a false claim, and it's against science itself. The Dallas City Council has been alerted to the harm from ingesting fluoride for the last 12 years, and now testimony under oath clearly confirms what we have been saying. 8 council members can vote to stop the harmful, ineffective fluoridation program, and you would be heroes. Or you can continue to ignore the science and continue the fluoridation program, and you will forever be remembered for allowing a known neurotoxin to penetrate the brains of every unborn child, potentially damaging them for life from mothers ingesting Dallas tap water. You will be remembered for taking away the choice of every low-income family, forcing them to ingest a drug they don't want because they can't afford an expensive filter or bottled water, harming themselves and their children. And you will be remembered for ignoring the history of other substances once declared safe, only to find out later they were causing massive health harms, such as lead and tobacco and others. To whom much is given, much is required. You have the authority to stop a program that was started in 1965. 12 years ago, at open mic, we would say, when in doubt, leave it out. Today we are saying there is no doubt. Ingesting fluoride is a harm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
William Hopkins.
Yeah, my name is William Hopkins. Eric, what they're giving out is the lawsuit where the city of Dallas sued the RSR lead plant. The first sheet is where the city said they wasn't involved in it, and the next sheet is where the city sued. The people in West Dallas dying, Eric, and John Wiley Price, Fred Byron, and Bud came to West Dallas to the Boys Club, told them people don't tell nobody and get this money. The city sued and got the money. It's corrupt. The people dying, Eric. I go down there to the county. I tell John he didn't sold out. Him and the preachers came to West Dallas. Him and Jesse Jackson and them came and told the people don't tell nobody and get some kind of money. I don't even know where the preachers got the money from. I guess they got it from the city, and the state sued the sucker sheet, where the city and the state sued the people dying, and you run around with taking women over your wife's house, having sex at your wife's house. Man, I done went through that. I'm still waiting. The city manager, the interim city manager, it's a black woman. I guess the only way a black woman can progress down here if she go over your wife's house. and have sex with you over your White House. So the city manager is a black woman, been here 30 years, and you voted for her not to do it. So the two white people that voted for her not to be the interim city manager, if you go if she's had sex with you over your White House with the two white people that voted for her not to be the city manager, interim city manager, will they vote for it? And Eric, you voted for her not to be the city manager. If she go over your White House and have sex with you over your White House, will you vote for her to be the interim city manager? I'll see you next month.
So we don't allow outbursts here. So if you've never been here before, I'm going to remind you of the rules. We don't have outbursts, and so we will have people escorted out of the meeting if you're going to violate the rules. So thank you.
Your next speaker, Joe Stokes. You may begin.
Joe Stokes, District 9, an African-American, Dallas, American school teacher, opened the door to a dark, hidden history. It is the history of secret human experiments by the government, universities, and industry during World War II and the Cold War. It is the history of water fluoridation and the toxic PFAS forever chemicals like Teflon and Scotchgard. Prior to World War II, no one ever thought about swallowing fluoride. It was mainly used as a pest control. In July of 1992, Eileen Welsum, a journalist from Albuquerque, New Mexico, called a Dallas school teacher by the name of Elmerine Allen Whitfield. Her father, Elmer Allen, had been experimented on and injected with radioactive material, plutonium, during the top-secret classified Manhattan Project. Elmerine Allen Whitfield lives in Waxahachie today. The Manhattan Project was the World War II secret program to develop the atomic bomb. It involved many thousands of people, doctors and scientists, most major universities, and huge industrial giants like DuPont, 3M, and Alcoa. In order to refine uranium for the atomic bomb, massive amounts of fluoride were needed. The amount of destruction, injuries, and death as a result of fluoride's toxicity was catastrophic. The government, universities, industrial giants, and peoples went to great lengths to cover up the tremendous harm which fluoride had caused during the 40s and 50s during the Manhattan Project. From 1945 to 1947, at least 18 people were injected with plutonium by Manhattan Project doctors. Government, university, and industry was involved. These experiments were under the supervision of Dr. Harold Hodge, who also led many fluoride human experiments. In order to protect those institutions from public outcry, the lawsuits against fluoride's toxicity, Harold Hodge suggested that a new narrative could be created by promoting fluoride as good for teeth.
That's your time. Thank you. Linda Newland.
Hi, Mayor. Linda Newland, District 7. Your school-age friend, Douglas Foot Racer, wants me to tell you hi from him. I am speaking as myself today, as I usually do. I must admit, I never attended college. What separates me from those on the council who want to continue fluoride is I have common sense. I know if hydrofluorosilicic acid is coated a poison, I should not put it in anything that goes into my body. But Dallas believes they should keep on adding that toxin to our water after cleaning. Those tax dollars could be used to purchase something better that benefits Dallas, not use our taxpayers' money to pay for that toxin. And to let District 7 be in charge of having different presentation of pros and cons of fluoridation was a great big mistake. D7 and D13 both chastised one of the doctor speakers against fluoridation for not providing footnotes. In my opinion, it would have been more tactful to request the doctor to provide footnotes so they could research. So, since D7 and D13 didn't let the conversation continue, they don't know for sure what the doctor was saying was fact or not. They decided themselves that the doctor must be wrong, as he did not provide footnotes. How ridiculous is that? It would have been best to hire an outside firm and make sure that firm was not biased on either side. And I want to know
That's your
why
time.
not everybody
That's
sits in
your
their
time.
seat when speakers speak.
Thank you. Michael Simmons.